started off by talking about your history. I've been selling cars since 1990. There's been so much change. I tell it from the customer's point of view, or I want to. I tell you what, Greg, I'm really glad you're here, and we're going to have a good time today. Quick question. When's the last time you bought a car?
It's been 4.5 years.
4.5 years ago. Think back. I hope this doesn't cause any pain, but think back. 4.5 years ago, did you have to negotiate with a car salesman in order to get yourself a fair discount?
It took me 6 hours.
Okay. I'm going to guess it wasn't all that much fun.
No, it wasn't.
All right, well, you and 300 million Americans have thought this for a long time, but you know what? This industry was very, very slow to change. And quite frankly, it's only changed because it has been forced to change. The primary difference between what you went through 4.5 years ago and what you're about to experience today is you no longer have to fight for the discount that you had to spend 6 hours getting. And the reason is you had to get that discount before you would ever step foot on our lot. Now, a lot of people say, well, gee, wait a minute, Steve, what are you trying to tell me? You're not going to discount the car? No, Greg, I'm not telling you that at all. What I'm telling you is we have deeply discounted that car in order not just to get you here. We have to do it to get our phones to ring. We have to do it to get the email inboxes to fill up. If we don't put a price out there that is at or below market, nobody shows up. Nobody calls, nobody emails. Now, we're a volume store. Now, there are some stores in certain areas that don't quite do it this way, but quite frankly, most of the industry does. We're not the Lone Ranger here. Now, what does set us apart is what I showed you earlier. The ultimate advantage is one more step we've taken to make sure that it's impossible for you to pay too much for a vehicle at TriStar. And here's something that is absolutely crazy. We used to price our own cars. We don't price our cars anymore. Software prices our vehicles. We use third-party software packages that literally canvass the market on an hourly basis, matching up any other vehicle out there, whether it's on Craigslist or at another new car store or an independent used car store, matching it up against our inventory. And when a vehicle shows up that's priced lower than one of ours, it automatically discounts the vehicle. We have vehicles discounted at 2 and 3 in the morning. The long and the short of it is this. This is going to be your most pleasant purchase experience of your entire life. It is going to be the quickest because what you've had to do to get a discount in the past, you got before you ever arrived. And Greg, I'm going to guess that we were not the only store that you shopped, correct?
That's correct.
And if we didn't have the vehicle that you were interested in, and if our vehicle hadn't been priced right there, if not at the bottom, but close to the bottom, we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we?
Probably.
Today, you're going to spend time doing what you should have been doing your entire life, and that's focusing on picking out the right vehicle. And why don't we start that process right now?
Sounds good.